Okay, let's meet you once again.
Elvis.
Alvis, okay, you actually watched the game. Or
Yeah.
just tell us your thoughts about the game.
Well, I think we played well in the first half. We fell off a little bit in the second half, and I think Arteta made a couple substitutions a bit early. But I get it because we're resting players, and I think we've got to look at the match now, and we've got to take the result from it, and look at it as a positive result and focus on the league now. No excuses.
Now that Arsenal out of all competition, just league, do you think they can actually go all the way to win the league?
I have to. As an Arsenal fan, I have to. I've been watching for 17 years. We haven't won the league, and I think now's the time we can actually do it. And yeah, I just think there's no excuses unless something catastrophic happens that's not in our control. I think we have to win it.
If you're in one-on-one conversation with Gabriel Martinelli at this point, what would you say to him?
Heads up. Everyone misses penalties at some point. We saw what happened with Saka. He'll come back stronger. I'm sure he will.
Looking at Arsenal, they still have like a lot of difficult fixtures to play. They have Man City, Chelsea, and Liverpool. Do you think they can actually go all the way and get to beat these teams and get to win the league for the first time in 19 years?
I mean, we've beaten Spurs twice this season. We obviously got beaten by City, but we've beaten Chelsea, we've beaten Liverpool. There's no reason why we can't do it again. And I think we have to have confidence in the team and their ability to beat them again. And we've got some top quality players in there. There's no reason why we can't.
Should Arsenal win the league, what will be your reaction?
I don't know. I could not tell you because I've never seen it. So it would be a really special moment. I wouldn't stop talking about it for the rest of my life.
Okay. In case if Arsenal does not get to win the league and having get to lead on the table for a very long period of time, what will be your reaction?
It'd be heartbreaking, but I think we're still a young group of lads. We got to hope that the group stays with us, and then we'll have Champions League and Premier League to focus on next season and win it next season. We've got to put our trust in Mikel Arteta because what he's done over the last couple of years. And should we not win it, I mean, we've lost out to a brilliant City side, and I'll still be proud of the boys. And top. They're top players, and I'm sure we'll bounce back and do better next season.
What's the name?
It's Mohammed.
Oh, Mohammed, you actually saw the game. Let's get a reaction about the game.
It's a disappointing result. Obviously, you didn't come out victorious. If I look at the positives from it, that's less games for us. And of course, we are pushing for the title, so that will make it more easier, especially with our squad depth. We are lacking. I think that is our main problem, the lack of depth. And today really exposed that. We weren't playing to the best of our ability. We started off well. Jesus had a lot of chances. He was a menace. However, we slowed down second half and we were outrunning the midfield. Everything that Sporting did was through the midfield, and that did come down to Jorginho and Xhaka. They are not the fastest of midfielders. Obviously, we know how capable they are on the ball, but off the ball they were a bit lackluster and they were caught out of position. Fabio Vieira, he was not great today. He was really slow on the ball, really slow on the half turn. He didn't get the ball fast enough forward, and it wasn't his best day. Hopefully he can adapt quicker. It's just really disappointing.
If you're with Gabriel Martinelli at this point in time, what would you say to him?
He's had a great season. I don't think this should affect how he's perceived at the end of the day. I say just keep on moving. Obviously penalties happen. You see what happened to his teammate Saka. He missed that bigger stage of the Euros, and look how far he's come since then. So it's not a big deal. We move on. Europa League wasn't our main target. It's disappointing, but we can move forward.
You think Arsenal can go even to win the league? Mindfully well that they have Liverpool, Chelsea, and Manchester City to play.
Why not? 11 games is in our reach, is in our favour. 5 games on top, it's ours to lose at this point. Obviously, this is the biggest challenge. Does Arteta have the bottle for it? Does he have the cojones to go right to the end? We have to wait and see, but from our perspective, we have to go and do it. Liverpool, we've beaten. It's the game, it's a City game. I think that's our real test. If you can beat City, I'm more than confident.
What would be your reaction if Arsenal get to win the league?
It'll be unreal. I think the feeling will be unmatched. It's hard to explain because I've never witnessed it. I've just about missed the Invincibles and all the glory I've went through, the hardest times for Arsenal, being an Arsenal fan. But it'll be amazing. So much rest on this. So my mood rests on Arsenal. So winning the league will be unreal.
Of course, what will be your reaction again if Arsenal does not get to win the league, having get to be on top of the league for a very long time?
Oh, it'd be very disappointing. I don't know how I'd react if I'd be honest. It'll be really disappointing. And if I'd be honest, I don't want to think about it. That's all.
The game has been won and lost, and Arsenal this morning in time didn't qualify. How did you see the game?
I mean, he did go two ways, but he was unlucky at the end. Unfortunately, come down to a penalty shootout. So all the best for Sporting, but now he's got to focus on the league. Hopefully, he doesn't get that title.
Okay, now that Arsenal scratched out from the Europa League, also from the FA Cup, do you think that they can channel all the strengths to go all the way to win the Premier League?
I mean, I think they can go all the way, yeah. I mean, if we keep the squad depth we've got at the moment, you know, our team at the moment is very strong, so I reckon we've got a chance.
Okay, we'll be playing Crystal Palace on Sunday. What do you think Mikel Arteta should do to this side?
I mean, I think what we should do, we should go for a full squad team. You know, try and keep that momentum going all the way to the end of the season. So we try and win that league. You know, keep all them points. Don't let City slip up.
Okay, let's meet you. What's the name?
I'm João.
João, where are you from?
I'm from Portugal.
Okay, so let's talk about the game. You saw the game. Your team won. How did you see the game?
I think it was beautiful. It was a beautiful game. Arsenal is a great team. I think they're gonna make the Prem, honestly. And yeah, it was beautiful, honestly. As a Sporting fan, it was incredible. And I wish you the best for Arsenal.
Of course, you know, looking at that goal that your players scored, how did you feel when that goal actually went in?
It was crazy. It was crazy. I think that if you guys Arsenal won it, it was going to be crazy. It would be crazy. It was crazy. So the stadium, like, it's my first time here. I've never been to London, neither to the stadium, and it was wonderful, honestly.
Do you think Sporting can actually go all the way to win the Europa League?
I don't know. I just hope so because it was beautiful and it felt really good to win.
What do you think about Arsenal? Were they good today?
I think they can play better, but they definitely have a good team. Like Odegaard is crazy, Thomas Partey like really strong. You guys have a wonderful team.
Do you think Arsenal can win the league?
I mean, I hope so. Like CT is a wonderful team too, but like Arsenal can and City must have a competition.
Where do you see Sporting finishing in this Europa League?
Oh, I hope in the final.
The team can go all the way to win the league?
I hope so.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.